Good evening, welcome to Cstv News at 24 on Cstv. My name is Dr. Smith. Cstv News at 24 is brought to you by Rema Austrian Agency, Celeste with Tom Brown, Amstel Blog Machinery and Blog Manufacturing, Yap Decoration, Sarah's Dream Jewelries, KS Rafemix Company Limited, NAP Apartment Hotel, and Crystal Joy Pet Shop. Now in the headlines, National Service Authority has flagged 8,105 names from payroll anomalies. Coming your way also, shops have been gutted by fire in Sunyani. Moving on to business stories, transport operators has issued a 3-day ultimatum to clear traders from roads. Coming up on the foreign front also, former Congolese rebel leader jailed in landmark French verdict. There's a many more stories coming your way on tonight's bulletin on CSTV. Please stay with us. Of Enchiwa East, Mr. Ernest in team, an amount of 12,000 Ghana cedis for disobeying a court injunction that prevents all parties from a parcel of land at the center of an illegal mining and land dispute. The DCE has described the ruling as injustice and has vowed to clear his name. He also revealed that an appeal has been filed by his legal representatives.
That we have gone for appeal. The day that they will, once it have come to the news like this, I think we are going to do proper, interrogation. Due diligence is going to be done with this kind of case. The day that the court will turn that way that far, I'm going to donate money to those who are doing this TV show that they are talking about crime, whatever it is, that crime issues. I don't know. Those who have been going to prison to just talk to people and see how. It's today that I got to know that it did. There's a lot.
And I left move straight to the northeastern region. The Yagaba Kubari constituency has pledged an 100% endorsement for former Vice President Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia in the NPP upcoming flag bearer primaries. The MP for the constituency, Mustafa Yusuf, addressing the gathering, formally declared the constituency's position.
Half of the good people of all the delegates, myself, the MP, constituency chairman, the former DCE, the former constituency executives, current constituency executives, the polling station executives, the electoral area coordinators, we have declared, all of us, we have declared 100% for Alhaji Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia on the 31st January 2026, inshallah.
Away to other stories, fire has gutted shops and stores at the Sunyani business district, where victims were left in a state of despair as the inferno spread to shops and stores. Those present managed to retrieve some of their items from the fire, which gutted the compound house that contained the shops and stores. Though the cause of the fire remained unclear, some eyewitnesses said the fire might have emanated from a liquefied petroleum gas cylinders that one of the shop's owners was using. Fortunately, there was no casualties recorded. The National Service Authority has uncovered what it describes as a major payroll fraud scheme involving more than 8,000 suspected irregular service personnel, with over 1,800 already suspended as investigation intensifies. Addressing a news conference at the authority's head office, the Director General of NSA, Ruth Della Sedon, stated,
Heard that with the number of students that they have submitted to us. And so when you do that, you realize that some schools are complicit in this whole thing. And I must emphasize that it is a whole huge cartel. Due to the outcome of our very detailed, thorough, and comprehensive investigation, we made shocking discoveries that resulted in the flagging of 8,105 individuals in the system. Let me repeat. We made a shocking discovery that resulted in we flagging 8,105 individuals in the system, and 1,840 individuals have been completely suspended, pending conclusion of further investigations by the security agencies. The investigations uncovered a number of serious irregularities being perpetrated in 3 tertiary institutions: University of Development Studies, UDS, Ghana Communications Technology University, Akenton Apia-Minka University of Skills Training and Entrepreneurial Development. The outcome of the investigation: 10 members of staff from the various institutions have been arrested and are under investigations with the security agencies. Staff from the various institutions have been arrested.
For some time now, there have been chaos in Parliament and Supreme Court over the rerun parliamentary elections at Bandai. The new Patriotic Party has welcomed the decision by the Supreme Court to suspend the parliamentary rerun in the constituency. The court has adjourned the substantive case to January 13, 2026. Speaking to the media after the court proceedings, private legal practitioner and former information minister Fatih Abubakar, working with the applicant legal team, welcomed the suspension as a necessary step to uphold the integrity of the judicial process.
Main or the substantive case, which is the application for an order of certiorari from this court seeking to quash the judgment delivered by the High Court in Tamale on 24th November 2025. Also, the Honorable Court has ordered that we serve the first interested party, or Mr. Nsala Wapal, the NDC parliamentary candidate by substituted service, through his WhatsApp, the High Court Tamale notice board at the Supreme Court, and also at his residence in Pandai. So we are most grateful to the court, and we look forward to making our case in the subsequent sittings of the court set at 13 January 2026. Thank you for your time and attention. The applicant actually prayed for suspension of the process pursuant to the hearing of the substantive matter, and that is contained in the supplementary affidavit that was served on the Honorable Court. So we are most grateful to the court. It's in the interest of justice that where a legal issue is persistent and we have not reached the finality of it, we do not proceed to take any such decisions that will force the hand of the courts or render the decision of the court negatory. So we are excited that the court has given these orders.
We going for a commercial break. More stories will come your way after the commercial break. Stay tuned.
Company Limited. So we pay blocks machines here eye papa. Na ne bonso esan eda form dia. Enye na enwani Ansel Company Limited. Ye were conveyor blocks machines, hydraulic blocks machines, pallets, any blocks machines in one accessories nyina. And na fe so blocks machines ahodo a wo peni nyina bi nso ewo ho. Hwehwe ye kira kwan ene ya. Ye was Spinters Road 18 Junction. Ye ni KFC dan no e na edi nhwe nimu. Freye, it was 05,240 and I say 0540-725850. Ansel, blocks machines papa pa efie.
Commercial break. Let's move on to business news. Commercial transport operators across Ghana have given the Ghana Police Service and local assemblies a 3-day ultimatum to remove traders occupying roads and bus stops. The group warned that failure to enforce the law within the stipulated period would compel them to take nationwide action, including the withdrawal of transport services on Thursday, December 18, 2025. The acting director of the National Service Authority, Ruth De La Cedo, has announced a renewed push to position national service as a launchpad for agribusiness. Addressing the press in Accra, he stated,
"It is an act that undermines the very spirit of this national program. Such last-minute frustrations are unacceptable. Therefore, let me be unequivocal about what the National Service Authority is doing. We have moved beyond appeals. We have formally written through our supervising ministry to the Office of the President to insist, and really insist, that all ministries, departments, agencies, and government."
Moving on to the international front also, a French court has delivered a landmark verdict in the fight against impunity for war crimes committed during the Democratic Republic of Congo's conflict, sentencing former rebel leader Roger Lumbala to 30 years in prison. The court also ordered Lumbala to be permanently barred from French territory. The verdict ends years of legal proceedings following his arrest in Paris and sends a strong signal that those accused of grave international crimes can still be held to account regardless of rank or time elapsed. Sports update is up next after the short commercial break. Stay tuned. Welcome back. Now in sports update, Heart of Oak midfielder Hussein Mohammed has been suspended for 3 games by the disciplinary committee of the Ghana Football Association. The midfielder was charged with misconduct following a Ghana Premier League match against Asante Kotoko. He will now sit out of Heart of Oak next 3 matches against league leaders Indiana FC, former champions Midiama SC, and former Samatex SC. Black Galaxy's captain Razik Simpson has expressed the team's readiness ahead of their international friendly against South Africa. The nation's FC skipper, who is also a key member of the CHAN squad, believes the match presents a valuable opportunity to make a strong statement.
First of all, I would like to congratulate and wish South African Football Association all the best in the coming AFCON games. And I would like to thank God also. We the players, is a massive opportunity for us coming to South Africa to play against a wonderful team like South Africa. Like, I think it will open a lot of doors for us and also senior national teams. All of us want to play there, so it's a big opportunity for us. I think right now, in our local dialect, we see a growing form. Like, we believe in what our coaches have taught us. So I think I don't want to comment much about it tomorrow. Yeah, we'll go and play and do our tactics and everything. Yeah, like we are not putting much pressure on us and everything. We believe in our qualities. We believe in ourselves. And coming tomorrow, everybody will see what Ghana Premier League is made of. Yeah, I think Angola, and I have not played against.
It remains to be seen whether that is Mo Salah's last contributions for Liverpool, but Karaja, who strongly criticized the forward for his claim that he had been thrown under a bus by manager Ancelotti, urged Salah to put his different slot aside and return from the African Cup of Nations at the end of January to preserve his legacy and get the send-off he deserves.
I don't see Mo Salah playing for Liverpool next season. The big thing in my mind is, are we going to see Mo Salah from now to the end of the season? Now, we know he's now going to AFCON. AFCON will finish mid-January. Now, it's obvious he's got an issue with the manager. And I want to give credit to the manager. He could have easily said, no, Mo Salah's not involved for this game against Brighton. He'll go to AFCON, we'll sort it when he comes out. But no, he thought, it's bigger than me, it's about the team, and it's more important Mo Salah's on the bench, and he made a contribution in the second half. But last week I was giving advice to Mo Salah and his agent, and I'm going to do it again, because what we saw at the end of the game against Brighton was Mo Salah, a lap of appreciation, if you like, a little bit emotional, you know, with the cop there. He's probably not sure himself whether that's his last time at Anfield, but I would, if he's thinking about moving on, I would urge him to think again. And the reason I would say that is, if Mo Salah is to move on from Liverpool now, the talk is he would go to the Saudi League, which is talked about over there, but probably nowhere else, except when the transfer window's open. Now, Mo Salah's not going to move and leave Liverpool to go to Barcelona or Real Madrid. We just mentioned the Saudi League. Now, Liverpool, in the second half of the season, they could get to an FA Cup final. They could get to the Champions League final. Can you imagine Mo Salah in Saudi playing for whatever team he's playing for, watching Liverpool come out in Budapest in a Champions League final? You come back at the end of January, you've got 3 months. Okay, you might not get on with the manager. You'll start some games, you'll be sub some games, you won't come on in certain games. But also, what we see there then, it was nicer than what we saw at Ellen Road. But does Mo Salah deserve more than that as a Liverpool player? He deserves a guard of honour. He deserves a mosaic in the Kop. He deserves to be able to bring his family, his wife and his kids on the pitch in his last game and actually be celebrated for what he's done as a Liverpool player. So put your differences with the manager to the side and just think, 3 or 4 months at Liverpool. Okay, the worst thing that's going to happen is I get this big send-off. The best thing that could happen is I'm walking out with my teammates in Budapest in the Champions League final. And if he was sat in Saudi Arabia watching Liverpool do that, I think he'd really regret it.
Speaking after Manchester United 4-4 draw with Bournemouth, In the Premier League, Gary Neville claims that Ruben Amorim got the right players on the pitch after going 3-2 down and caused mayhem at Old Trafford.
Went 3-2 down, and Ruben Amorim then went to 4-4-2 and did the right thing. Forget the system, he did the right thing. He got the right players on the pitch and they looked a massive threat. But credit to Bournemouth. They were, in the first half, I thought they were really... I think they were overrun by United. I thought they were going to be out of the game. I thought that it would be probably 2 or 3-0. But if you don't kill teams off, United, I think you said, had more shots in the first half than any other team this season recorded in the Premier League, which demonstrated their dominance. But still, Bournemouth had 1 or 2 good moments and get the goal and still are in it at half-time. And Jamie Carragher's words just coming out before the second half that Ruben Amorim will be thinking, we should be further ahead in this game. True. The second half was absolute mayhem. Absolute mayhem. But just generally in terms of sort of what would be, and the fans feel the same thing. There were big boos after the West Ham and the Everton game. There weren't the big boos here after this game tonight. There was disappointment, but there were a lot of fans we just seen stayed in the stadium to clap the team because they can live with that. If you're a kid coming to United, my kids have come tonight. My 2 girls have come tonight, and they'll be thrilled walking back across that forecourt. They won't be happy that United haven't won, but they'll have seen a great game of football, and that's what you come to Old Trafford for. You come for entertainment. Of course, come to see your team win. And I get it, you've got to go and win games, you've got to win trophies, you've got to win titles, and we can turn into sort of what would be the fact that this is not good enough in respect of what's happened. But I think getting the entertainment bit right, the performance bit right, the style right, is absolutely critical at this football club. And I enjoyed what I've seen tonight from those red shirts. Defensively, I think it's to be expected when you think that, Martinez came on, but, De Ligt, Maguire, Martinez not playing, and you've got obviously a couple of young defenders. It doesn't look like a defence that's going to keep clean sheets and that's going to keep teams out. It just doesn't look like that. So you're thinking before the game,
we're going for a commercial break. Entertainment news will be coming your way right after the break. Stay tuned. Welcome back now to entertainment news. Veteran Ghanaian gospel musician Joe Beacom has reflected on the evolution of gospel music in Ghana, noting significant changes in production quality, technology, and industrial recognition over the years. He then explained that modern gospel music benefited greatly from advancement in studio technology and recording equipment.
It's a wonderful event, excellent. The ambience, stage, lighting, everything is on point, and it speaks well of the people who serve God, who are determined to do things right. I believe God deserves the best. So when we see this level of excellence in events like this, it gives me joy that our God, who owns everything, is receiving something that is worthy of him. You get it? Yeah. For the gospel music ministry, I think this is just the beginning, because in the 90s, late 90s, when I started coming out with songs, there were only 2 categories for gospel in the Ghana Music Awards. Yeah, only 2. It was even 1. Yeah, then it came to 2. Yeah. So the awards I won, award I won was for Discovery of the Year, not even gospel song or gospel artist, So it has expanded now. It is big. And this is our own. So if we support it, it will become bigger and finer, and it will accommodate. I saw a lot of categories in a broad,
Ghanaian artist Kim Promise says his parents have been urging him about having children even though he is not yet married. In a conversation, the singer explained that while he has met several women over the years, he believes the time is not right to settle down.
But it's gotten to the point where my parents are like, "Oh, give me one of all these girls in your video, that's my baby." But I'm like, I'm still young, bro. Like, you know what I mean? I'm still a young man, just navigating through life, and eventually, as I get older, I'll definitely settle down. I don't like aggressive women, so that one is the first turn of you're not gonna get me. But me, I like what I like. But when it comes to the ones who are DMing me or whatnot, I just see them as fans, and I just show love back. I might just send you a heart back, but it doesn't mean anything. It's just, literally means that I appreciate your love. And I don't play with my fans, so for me, that one is special. But if you're talking about romantically, if I like you too, you can see how you go. Normal. And then, like, the older I go, I'm like, I like the back. Yeah. But now, it's not about physical. It's like if I feel you, I feel you.
There's a song for that.
I feel you. Like, it has to be also like, you have to have something up in your head. As much as you look beautiful, because it's not really just physical. If I just want big nyash, if I get this one tomorrow, I'll see another one nyash past this one tomorrow. So it's more like who I connect with. That's the most important. Right.
And that will be all for tonight's news bulletin on CSTV. But before we go, a recap of the top stories. The National Service Authority has flagged 8,105 ghost names from payroll anomalies. Also, fire has gutted shops in Sunyani. In business news, transport operators has issued a 3-day ultimatum to clear roads for traders. Foreign fund former Congolese rebel leader jailed in landmark French verdict. And this is where we draw a curtain for tonight's news bulletin. For more news updates, you can follow us on all social media handles at CSTVGH. My name is Dr. Spencer. SCSTV News at 24 was brought to you by Rema Austrian Agency, Celeste Whitton Brown, Axel Block Machinery and Block Manufacturing, Sarah's V Jewelry, KS Rafemix Company Limited, Yap Decorations, Nap Apartment Hotel, and Crystal Jewelry. Good evening once again.